Hello, welcome to the session on virtual interview, the do's and don'ts for success. Due to the COVID 19 pandemic, most of the companies have switched to virtual job interviews. And to ace your virtual interviews, you need to know what to do as well as what not to do. Here I am going to discuss most important do's and don'ts when it comes to succeeding in a virtual interview. Let us see the learning outcome at the end of this session. Students will be able to adapt best practices for virtual interview. As part of the new normal, among the many challenges job seekers face is how to make a good first impression virtually. So, which is why it's important to prepare yourself and know what to expect. If you have applied for a job recently and being asked by the interviewer to come in for a video interview instead of physical one is not uncommon. Given the unusual times we find ourselves in and the heightened safe distance measures, virtual interview have become the new norm for the companies to hire and recruit. Here are some of the do's and don'ts to help you navigate a virtual interview successfully and hopefully to get a job. So, do test out the video platform, audio and the video, whichever the video platform. It may be Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft Team, Cisco WebEx or any other company specific video platform your interview will be hosted. Do a quick test of your audio and video to ensure they are both working fine. Preparing this in advance will give you time to troubleshoot any issues before the actual interview. Imagine this, you are saying all the right things to the interviewer, but you have a, suppose if you have a mobile hotspot Wi-Fi connection and if you are getting a call during the interview to your mobile, and the chances are there that they won't be able to catch everything that what you say due to some noise, echo or break in the voice. Okay, there would be a left frustrated, they would be left frustrated with your half delivered replies. So test that you have a strong and working internet connection beforehand. So when it comes to the camera on your device, set it up so that you are seen from the waist up and close any other software that uses the camera. So during the interview, you may face a problem to display the video as it might be used by any other software. Make a point to clean the camera so that you don't appear blurry on the other end. Look straight into the camera so that it appears you are addressing the interviewer directly. In case of you are explaining, look into the camera of your laptop and when you listen to look at the interviewer video. So making eye contact is important and can add to mutual understanding and trust. Do be a strategic about where you conduct the interview. It's important to plan for the location of this interview. Find a private space where you can chat quietly and without distraction. Make sure the lighting is good and not overly glaring or too dim, which may make you look dull and unclear. Try to ensure you have a clean and presentable backdrop where there are no objects, posters or photos behind that could distract the interviewer. If you are using a popular video platform such as Zoom, Google Meet, so you can even change your background so to a more professional setting. Do look and sound the part. You may think, oh, it's just a virtual interview, so I will just dress from the waist up. Well, there is a fair chance that you may still stand up or move around. So, dress professionally, speak slowly and clearly with a calm, pleasant tone. Avoid the filler words such as hmm, huh, as they make you sound less polished and professional. Don't go in a unprepared, just like with any interview. Don't go in without doing your research about the company or for preparation. And yes, while you could secretly google for answer on the spot, it's not likely to leave a good impression. Use of voice based search applications from the mobile app, use of sticky notes in your laptop front screen, so interviewer can find your reading contents from the notes by looking at your eye movement. It is easy to get comfortable in a virtual interview. After all, you are in your comfort zone and not at someone else's office. But don't lose sight of the fact that it is still a job application. Avoid slumping back in your chair or becoming too relaxed, which may give the impression that you don't really care about the getting the job. Don't read off your screen. It is not okay to read out answers to potential questions, even though the interviewer can't see you do it. They can hear you, and you are unlikely to sound natural. Consider using the keywords or sticky notes instead. Keep the points short and in a tiny corner of your screen to act as a reminder of what you need to cover, such as drawing on past career experience or any project explanation or internship details. So, one of the qualities that employers look for when it comes to hiring is the ability of the candidate to share stories of previous successes at work. So, be ready to know what to say at the moment's notice. Don't lose focus. Even the slightest distraction may disrupt your interview, so make it a point to turn off the TV, silence your mobile phone, and close the window or door to muffle any noises. Inform to your family members that you are attending an interview, so to avoid any disturbances. Given the current situation, virtual recruitment strategies will be increasing the standard for the interviews. So be prepared by following these tips to nail your virtual interview. All the best. The do's of the virtual job interview: the first, you do the research about the company, look into the company details, position, and the interviewers before interview, just as you would for an in-person conversation. You definitely should not be scrolling through the Google during the interview, so get the information you need ahead of the time. LinkedIn is a great tool for seeing the professional background of your interviewers, and the company websites as well as job posting that can help you to frame the questions you want to ask, as well as the directions to take the interview in. So dress for the success. Dressing professionally is still a requirement for the virtual interview. And have a professional background. Make sure the background of the video call is presentable as well. Test your technology, that audio connection, video, internet connections, and all. The don'ts of virtual job interview: don't move the camera, Have your computer or webcam on a flat, secure. Don't lose your personality. It's incredibly important to display your personality in a virtual setting because you are at a slight disadvantage since you are not in person. Be friendly and warm and keep it professional. Make a eye contact and smile and show your humor when it appropriates. Silence your notifications on your laptop and phone. Find a quiet space and focus on the questions and the conversations that you are having. Don't turn off your camera. If your interviewer scheduled a virtual meeting, they want to see your face. A phone call obviously gives them ability to talk through the same questions, but as we mentioned earlier, body language is very important. Keep your camera on for the entire interview session. So no matter how tempting it may be to switch it off. Don't use your computer during the interview, and there are many things to consider when it comes to the interviewing virtually, but with a little preparation you will breeze right through your interview. All the best for your the coming interview. So these are the some of the references I referred. Thank you.